Before this video starts, I just wanted to remind you guys that it is Kidney Cancer Awareness Month, and I've challenged you guys to raise $1,000. Now, in the first day, you guys raised over $600 for cancer awareness, which is unbelievable. So we're only $400, actually more like $300 away from our goal now. The easiest way to donate is to support my friends over at Driven to Cure, who are raising awareness for rare forms of kidney cancer. If you do donate to cancer this month, make sure to take a screenshot and send it to ignitiontubecares@gmail.com. What that donation will get you is access to a Facebook group where I'm posting sneak peeks of stuff that I've done in the S4 before anybody else on the internet sees it. So I hope you guys will join me in spreading cancer awareness and spreading awareness about rare forms of kidney cancer, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Today, we have our subject, Mr. Powen over here, and we have Powen's SI, which is a little bit dirty. It's not super dirty, and it's silver, so it kind of hides it. This is gonna be a controversial video, but we're doing it anyway. We're talking through the do's and don'ts of the touchless car wash.
I mean, we're also using a guy that clearly doesn't wash his car enough, so.
Yeah, well, he has
Good
a
luck
Powen.
with,
Powen doesn't wash his cars very often, so I'm gonna teach him. Every car wash is different, but the main settings that I'm really gonna worry about are soap and rinse. And then maybe spot free, although I'm not convinced that this actually does anything in most car washes. So, wheel and tire cleaner, I mean, you can use it, but it's gonna get on your paint. That's not gonna be great for your paint. Bug off, obviously it has to be kind of harsh. I don't know if I would put that on my paint. Pre-soak is just basically soap, from what I understand. Then you have soap that really doesn't do that much. I think the main usage of that soap is kind of lets you see around your car where you've gotten with the power washer once, so then you go around again with the rinse and clean it off. But I don't think soap actually does anything because you're not rubbing it into the paint. Now, what you can do is use this setting, which is foam brush, and I'll give you one quick reason why not to. It's on the ground right now. You know how many people have used that brush and have put it back on the ground or put it back, you know, somewhere else? They have dirt from their paint. I would stay as far away from that as possible. All you're doing is you're taking dirt from here and you're pushing it all around your paint all over here. Don't use that brush. Let your car be a little bit dirtier. Don't use that brush. The whole point of spot free versus rinse is this is actually distilled water, which means it doesn't leave water spots. But it doesn't seem to get all this water off and you still end up with water spots. So I'm convinced that the only settings you need to use at the car wash are soap and rinse.
I know, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try to do that, like, you know, the nice Instagram pic with the soap.
Oh, the foam gun. You need the foam gun.
You need the foam gun,
Which
you know?
isn't actually going to do anything for your paint. It just lets you stay longer in the car wash. It might actually be a little detrimental if you had like a coating on there. This is your Instagram setting. Not really good for much else, but all right, let's get washing. And he's working from the top to the bottom, which is always good. You want to push the dirt downwards, not bring the dirt back upwards. So we're doing the first pass of rinse now, and then Powen is convinced that he wants to take an Instagram photo, so he's going to use the foam gun. I think you would probably be better off spending the time with a can of spray wax, or like a bottle of spray wax than this. But this is easy, it's all built in. This is the Power Photographer stance.
Instagram stands right here.
The final touch here is just to cover the car in a little bit of supposedly mineral-free water. Now the only downside to car washes like this is there isn't usually some way to dry, so usually we just take a little highway run afterwards, especially with the spot free. Hopefully that'll get it so most of the water is off. And then when you get home, you just kind of dab the water spots off. Now do mine. I'm gonna touch it a little bit with the power washer here, get the dirty areas, and then I'm gonna take it through the touchless and we'll talk more in there. Just rinse down certain areas of my car. Now we're gonna go through the touchless and get the rest of it off. And Powen's gonna join me. We're gonna go on a car wash together. I'm buying the most basic car wash possible because I have no interest in their chemicals. This car wash also has some of the best echo. So I've kind of talked this through in previous videos, but just as like a general overview of why I do this. Reason one is I really don't want to scrub my paint. And drying the car after a car wash like that, if you're not going to air dry it, you're rubbing in all the dirt that's left on the paint, and that makes me sad, and that makes paint sad. Two, this also air dries, so I'll probably go for a Brap with Powen anyway after this to dry my car, but I like having the air dryer just to blow the air off the car, so again, I don't have to wipe the car down after I'm done washing and push more of the dirt into the paint. Obviously, these car washes, even the one that Powen used and this one, they don't get all the dirt off your car. The only way to really do that is to do a proper wash, but when it's cold outside, it doesn't really make sense to break out the wash mitt and freeze all your pipes just trying to clean your car off. A temporary fix for a dirty car, and once it gets cleaner outside, what I'll do is once it gets warmer outside, what I'll do is I'll do a proper wash and make sure the car is clean. And I do that whenever I get the chance when it's warm during the winter, because it's New England and we have random 70-degree days in the middle of winter.
Yeah. I mean, another reason why to do this wash is because it has the air dry, like you just said.
Yeah.
And if it's freezing outside and you just did one of those just power washers,
Yeah, it freezes on
have
your
a good
car.
time driving
Yeah.
afterwards. Yeah.
So that has been our car wash tips of the day for how we wash cars when it's cold out, and just kind of general do's and don'ts of the self-serve car wash. As always, Powen has a YouTube channel, so make sure to check it out. It'll be linked on the screen. Make sure to hit subscribe there if you want to see stuff about his Honda and about his Turbo E36. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Make sure to check out Driven to Cure. Go out there and spread some positivity. And we will catch you guys in the next video.